Welcome, dear viewer, to Baraton TV, here and hereafter, broadcasting from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. This is your program where we interview great people that God has blessed in life so that we can learn from their story, build our faith, and become better people. And today we have a guest who comes from very far from where our studio is located. But from this studio, we broadcast to the whole world. And we are going to tell his story. So he's going to tell us his name, and then we will hear his story and learn something from his story. We want to welcome you to this program. Welcome, Pastor.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Happy to see you.
Happy to see you too.
So what is your name?
My name is Abner de los Santos.
Abner.
Abner de los Santos.
De los
yes,
Santos.
yes.
Where were you born and brought up?
Oh, I was born in Mexico. Mexico, in the southeast part of Mexico, in a state called Tabasco.
Okay,
like
Tabasco.
The sauce, like the sauce. You know the Tabasco sauce. I was born there, in that area from Mexico. It's a beautiful area.
Yes.
It looks like Baraton area, like Kenya. This area where we are now.
It's green, rainy, and
yes,
and
yes,
cold.
That's
so you grew up there, or you?
I was born there.
Yes.
I was born there in a farm.
Mm-hmm.
When I was born, my father was a farmer.
Okay.
And he was a farmer until I came 7 years old. And then he went to be a literacy evangelist.
Okay, selling books for
yes,
the church.
Yes. And he was a colporteur or literacy evangelist for 2 years.
Yes.
And after that, he was invited to become a pastor.
Okay.
A pastor, and he.
So you're a son of a pastor.
Yes, I became a son of a pastor.
Too.
Yeah,
so
I am a son of a farmer, of a colporteur, and of a pastor. The same person, but yes,
okay.
yes.
So you finished your studies, primary school?
Yes, I studied primary school in the place where he was pastor for 3 years, and after that I went to the Academy of Linda Vista.
Okay.
This is an academy there in the state of Chiapas, in
that
the south.
Still within Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Okay.
And it was really an amazing experience to be there.
Okay.
I studied there, the secondary school and the high school. Yeah, I was really I grew up there because I was there from 13 to 18 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I have my spiritual experience there.
Okay.
Yeah, my experience grew there. I was baptized when I was 11.
Okay, 11 years old.
11 years old. My father, as being a pastor, invited me to give my life to the Lord, and I decided to give my life to the Lord, to give everything I am to Him in that time.
Is he the one who baptized you?
No, my father was not. He used ask me, but I was baptized for the president conference in that in that area.
And you've never been baptized again?
No.
Since age 11?
Yes, since age 11.
And you know, that tells us something, that the conviction, even that of a child at age 11, is a conviction that can go throughout life.
Yeah, that's it. Because you know, I was touched by the Holy Spirit at that age, and I decided that I will be a Christian.
Yes.
I never decided to be a pastor then, but I really decided to follow Jesus. My experience was good. My Christian home put some base in my spiritual life. My mother taught me many Bible texts. Many of them are in my memory.
The training at home.
Yes, they trained me
so
at
home. What you're saying is that if we train our children, it will last for a lifetime.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you will not face some challenges in spiritual life.
Yes.
Because I faced some challenges.
Yes.
Especially when I became a teenager.
Yes.
I began to do some things that were not the best as a Christian. But you know, when you are in God's way, the Holy Spirit works in your lives.
And so even though you lost the way a little bit, but you came back.
Yes. I never lost my baptism.
Yes.
But I was doing some things that were not the best as a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I remember a day when my father visited me there in the academy where I was studying,
Yes.
and he told me, "Son, I see that there is something that is not well with you.
There's a
Tell me."
problem.
Yes, there is something.
Yes.
What's happened? Tell me.
Mhm.
How is your spiritual life?
Mhm.
And I just told him, my father, I am okay. I feel well.
Yes.
But really, I know that he has
Something was
reason.
wrong.
Yes, and I know that he has reason in what
What he was
he
saying.
was asking me.
Yes.
And then after that experience, I had opportunity to visit my home in a vacation time, and then I was there in my home a night, and then I saw my father going in the backyard,
Yeah.
and it was dark because
Uh-huh.
it was the evening.
Yes.
And then I asked myself, where is my father
Where
going?
is he going?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is he going backyard at that time
Yeah, and it's
in this?
dark outside.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then he went, and I decided to follow him
Yes.
and to see what he was doing
Yes.
to do. And then I tried to go where he was, because I listened he was talking with someone.
Okay.
And then I tried to come close and close. He was behind a big tree, a mango tree.
Yes.
And then I come closer, trying not to
You want to
disturb
know
him.
who is he talking
Yes,
to?
yes. And then when I came closer, I could hear who he was asking with, and he was praying.
Oh.
And he,
So you thought he's talking to someone,
yeah.
but he was actually praying from behind the tree.
Yes, yes. And then when I listened, when I heard the prayer, I could discover that he was praying for his children.
Wow.
And he was praying for us, his children, in order from the younger
Youngest?
to the oldest.
Yes.
And I was almost close to be named
Yes.
in his prayer.
Yes.
And then he say, my father, I thank you for my children, but I am concerned, too concerned about my oldest one. I am concerned for him because I feel that something is wrong in his life. I don't know what's happening, but I know, but you know that something is happening. Please, Lord, touch his heart and help him to walk right before you.
Yes.
And then when I listen his prayer in my favor, I feel my heart broken, and then I decided to go back, and then I cry, but I never told my father what's happening in my life.
Yes.
Then after that I went to the academy,
Yes.
and then I was trying to sleep, and it was difficult for me.
Yes.
I couldn't sleep.
You are disturbed.
Yes, disturbed. And then I decided to get out of the dormitory, and then I take a place like this, in a very beautiful area in the night, and then I lie on the grass, and then I was there looking up in a sky full of stars, and then I told the Lord, I am here. You know me.
Yes.
And you know what is happening with my life.
Yes.
And then I had there my second experience of conversion. I have experience.
The baptism at 11 years.
Yes. And then I discovered also that we need an experience of conversion to be renewed frequently.
You need regular renewal of your experience of conversion.
Yes. And then I told the Lord, I am here. I want to serve you. But please don't ask me to be a pastor, because I really I wouldn't like to be a pastor.
Yes.
I would like to be a doctor.
Yes.
And I was accepted to study medicine in Montemorelos University.
Okay.
I was in my last year of high school, and I was ready to go to the university.
So you were qualified to go study medicine?
Yes, and I was already accepted.
Yes, they even admitted you.
Yeah, they already admitted me. And then I told the Lord about my life is in your hands. 2 months before I finished my high school, I received an invitation from a pastor of the academy, and he told me, you should become a pastor. I feel that God has something special for you.
And that's what the pastor was telling you.
Yes, 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 yes,
Wow.
Pastor. I feel that God is calling you, and you should serve Him. God has given you some spiritual gifts that qualify you to be a good pastor.
Yes.
And go to the university and study theology.
Yes.
And I told him, no, Pastor, I want to be a
medical
doctor, a
doctor.
medical doctor.
Yes.
And he told me, okay, but I know you can serve the Lord in that way, but Lord, really, my counsel to you, my advice to you is go and study theology.
Yes.
You can be a good pastor for the church.
Yes. So what did you do? Now there is admission for medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And now there is the pastor telling you, go and study theology to become a pastor.
Okay, just to give that pastor, to make him happy,
Yeah.
I say him, okay, fill the request for myself, for me, and then if they accept me, I will consider the possibility to study theology.
But you are not serious about it.
No, I just was trying to give him some peace about his invitation.
So you just said,
Yeah.
you feel it.
Yeah,
if it goes through, I will consider it.
And then he feel it, and he bring the request, and he asked me to sign it, and I sign it. And then when I sign it, I began to feel not too comfortable, but I did it.
Because you had made a commitment.
Yes, I know that. But I did, okay, let's see what happens. And then I told the Lord, if I receive the answer before I finish the high school, just 2 months after, before we finish the high school, I feel that request. In that time it was difficult for us to receive a letter, an answer because Montemorelos is really far from where is Linda Vista Academy.
Okay.
And then I just fill the form, and I really believe that it will be not sufficient.
Never happen.
Yes.
I mean,
but
with the 2 months only remaining, that was a very short time.
Yes, very short time for me. But the same day I was graduating of high school, I received the answer, and I was accepted to study theology. Now that was a problem because I have 2 letters of acceptance, medicine and for theology.
Both of them are from Montemorelos.
From Montemorelos, yes. From both of them. I just keep them, and I say, okay, I will think. I was to Colportor that summer because I had opportunity to be a student Colportor for 10 summers, since first secondary until I finished my career.
So you are an experienced Colportor.
I acquired some experience doing the work.
So where were you doing the Colportor work?
In different cities in Mexico.
Oh, just
different, yes, wherever the leaders of Colportor sent us as students to
so you
work.
Go there and serve
yes, and you learn a lot doing that.
What happened with these 2 letters?
Okay, I put them in my suitcase.
Yes, and
and then
home.
Yes, I went home. I went to Colporto the summer. At the end of the summer, I went to Montemorelos, and I was in the line with the 2 letters of acceptance. And then as I was there, I was thinking what I will do.
Because when you get there, you must choose one.
Yes, I need to choose one.
Yes.
And I was just 20 people before me, and to the reception area where students were being admitted.
Yes.
And then I take a decision, because I understand that really it could be that God was calling me.
Yes.
And I decided to become a pastor. And then I keep the medicine letter, and then I register to be a theology student. As a theology student, I decided not study any other, because in that time was opportunity to take a minor in other areas, but I decided not to do it because I feel that if I do that, then I will left the pastoral career. And then God has blessed me a lot since I accepted that.
Wow. Wow. Amen. Interesting story. So after that, you graduated from pastoral theology.
See, yes.
This Montemorelos is an Adventist institution.
Yes, Montemorelos is the Adventist university from the Inter-American Division.
Okay.
Yes.
Must be huge, offering medicine, offering theology.
Yeah, it has many careers.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a huge university,
Yes.
many students,
Yes.
and I had opportunity to be there for 4 years. And when I graduate, I had opportunity to go to my first district as a pastor.
Wow. We are going to come back to listen to your story in pastoral life.
Okay, thank you.
We are going to come back to talk about it. But what I've learned is that when a parent prays for the child, particularly when teenagers are difficult, you know, teenagers can be difficult.
Yes.
God answers prayers for the parents.
Yes, when our parents pray, when a parent pray for his children,
Yes.
God hear the prayer.
Yes.
Yes, and you know, we as every father should remember that there is a promise. I will save your children. If you pray for your children, God promise He will do.
Wow. And then I've also learned from your story that when you pray for yourself, God answers prayer.
That's real.
You
Yeah.
told God, if this letter comes within 2 months,
Yes.
then I will go for theology training.
Yes.
And the impossible became possible.
Yes. That's it.
No,
That's
we thank you for allowing us to learn from your story. We are coming in the second part to learn about your leadership life as
Thank
a
you.
leader of the church.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear viewer. This is Baraton TV, here and hereafter, broadcasting from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. Thank you so much. We are coming back for the second part.